Brother Alan Wright is first. Good afternoon, good evening. Alan Wright is number one today. I knew, Alan, that you would get there, man. I knew the day was coming that you would be number one. So Lenora is two. Terrific Terry Mobley is three. Gloria Wells is four. Latasha is fourth. One. Let me count. One. Let me see. Wait. One, two, three, four, five. Right. Lawanda Tillman is six. Bernice Bassett from King County, Washington is seventh. Terry Mobley is coming from the Jazz Festival. I know. I know. I know. Margie Jefferson is eight. Alfonso Ribot is nine. And Cynthia Moore is 10. And yes, Terry, I know. I'm struggling with this. I almost went live from Forsyth Park. I almost did. Good to see Brother Keith Kimball on. Vanessa Taylor is on. And Dr. Pete Silver has answered the question. He is in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Good to see you. Good to see Julia Bright Dinkins on as well. A lot of things happening in the hostess city of the South. Barbara is at the Jazz Festival too. Come on, y'all. See, now y'all gonna make me go out there. E. Joyce Parrish is with us every single Friday night. Good to see you as well. Good to see Robert Richards on as well. Tia, hello, hello. Lawanda is correcting herself. Kathy Milton is on, and Jennifer is visiting, one of my favorite folks at Kent State. Please give my regards to the student. Good to see Spencer Ellis White III, the maestro himself. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Let me see who else. Good to see Farrah Law. Happy Friday. Trisha is on. Thank you. I am doing well. The question is, where is Chad? Good to see James Hunsrucker. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. And Michelle and Mr. Bill are on with us. Good to see Regina Young. I hope you are doing well as well. I am doing fine. Friend said she was happy to see me in school today. Friend was not happy to see me in school today. I came to Friend's pre-K class, and Friend acted like she didn't know me. She didn't make eye contact with me. She didn't come up to me. She totally ignored me. And then when I called her name, she didn't even turn around. So Friend and I have some problems right now that we're going to have to work through because Friend was not happy to see me in her school today. Joycette is also watching from Forsyth Park at the Jazz Festival. Y'all should have like a Friday night table of food and everybody just be around there together. Josie Jones is on with us. Thank you so much. Lita! Hello, Lita. Thank you for joining us. Good to see Alfonso. We were really sorry that our Hispanic Heritage Parade was canceled. I was very disappointed about it. I get it, though. I mean, people are genuinely scared. And we do not want any event that we host for the entirety of our community to be marred or affected by any outside influences. So, they made the decision, the Metropolitan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, to cancel this year. Again, I'm disappointed, but I get it. I understand it. So, good to see Julie Sweeney on as well. Lily Reddick is on with us. Thank you for joining us. Monia from Ruin Thai Cuisine on Broughton Street between, where's that? Bull and Whitaker Streets. Always great Thai food. I ate there this week, I think. Miss Cookie is on. Good to see you. Carolyn Scott is on with us. Thank you. We have found Chat Howard. So good to see Chat. I got Trish and Chat on with us. Julia King, good evening. And I hope retirement is going well. I missed you today as well. Scott, yes, I will. I plan on being at the Seven Women's Monument tomorrow. I think I'm on program. Good to see Tan Evans on. I hope you are doing well and taking care of Miss Miss Jackie. Good to see the Honorable Cynthia Elaine Jenkins, the Mayor Pro Tem of Newnan, Georgia, Coweta County on. Hope you and Mama Jenkins and Deacon Jenkins and the girls are doing well. Hope they are all doing great. Thank you. Miss Strawberry is on. Hello. Good to see her. As well as Lisa Wiggins. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I am trying to get some rest, Michelle. But they won't let me. They won't let me. They won't let me. Good to see Darnell Brooks from Nashville, Tennessee on with us as well. And friend says she has a picture for me. Well, she had that picture for me when I came to her school today when she acted like she didn't know me. I mean, I'm here in her pre-K class. I made a special trip to get to this 4-year-old's pre-K class to see her. And then when I see her, she act like I stink or something. I mean, wouldn't speak, no eye contact. Now she want to be friends with me because she got a picture for me. Nah, bro, no. No. Tyler's my new best friend. Good to see Angela Kirkland on. Rain Candy is on as well. Thank you. Tim Feathers of Roly Poly fame on Barnard Street. Always great food right here in Savannah. Always a good, quick way to keep it moving. Good to see Barbara Kaufman. Thank you for joining us as well. Jody Williams, thank you. Hello. Alfonso, I am doing good. I am doing well. And is that Wendy Davis on? Wendy Davis, one of the most famous commissioners of the city of Rome, Georgia. One of the most fabulous people in the entire world. Always good to see you, Wendy, as well. Helen Brown is on. Hello. Good to see you. And Scott, yes, we are getting there. We're looking forward to it. Priscilla Dickerson is on. Nia Akila, happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. David, I wish I was going to be there, but I figured it'd be too loud. Good to see Lamb Hong on. Thank you. And Coach Cassell Bell is on. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach had a birthday last Friday. He didn't come on Friday Night Live. So we're wishing Coach Cassell Bell of Jacksonville, Florida, Duval, a happy birthday. And, we're going to give Coach Cassell some love for her birthday. And who is Reigns playing today? All right. Shirley Spears is on. Thank you. Good to see Leon Holmes. Thank you for joining us. And Lady Annette Mitchell is on with us. And Wendy, yes, I did notice your profile picture. Did you just change it for this show, or it was already that way? All right. Deanna Blige is on as well. Joycette, did I what? Thank you, Leon Holmes. I appreciate that. Cheryl Mitchell is on as well. Thank you. Emily, good to see you as well. And you are very, very welcome. And we are also very proud of Mariah, who will be a great leader. And she has no other choice because we're going to make sure she's great. But she's a pleasure to work with. So thank you so much. Her daughter, Mariah Cade, is the new chairperson of the Chatham County Youth Commission. So happy about that. She made her class to get up. Hey, Helen Brown. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, let's see. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate that. Let me see. Akeem, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Georgia Davis is on. And Wendy, I appreciate that. Appreciate that I'm up here. Rain Candy, yeah, I mean, I'm sad that the Hispanic, I've always enjoyed the Hispanic Heritage Parade. The reality is this is the reality that we live in. Folks are scared because, the way that this is happening. It's always a right and a wrong way to do something. Yes, we should have fair immigration laws. People have to play by the rules. But on the other end of it, we have to make sure that we're treating people, regardless of their citizenship, with dignity and respect. So I get you, but I understand. Linda Frazier's on, and Barbara Pinckney is greeting us. She is attending LSU Family Weekend with her granddaughter. So we are very glad that you did the right thing and did both. So we appreciate that. Good to see my cousin Marion Jones on. And good as also always good to see Alan Wright. Thank you. And Pastor Ricky Temple has joined us, as you know, a big supporter of Friday Night Live. I have seen Christina Temple like all this week. She's everywhere. I mean, she's everywhere. She's all over the place. But hope you're doing well, you and Lady Diane. Thank you very much, Vanessa. It was good to see you all at the third annual Walk of Love last Saturday. And Janelle is on from Gwinnett County. She is Carver Village born and raised. All right. Thank you very much. Karan is on. Thank you for joining us. Helen's podcast. Thank you for joining us as well. And to all of you, let's go ahead and get into it. As you know, and yes, Leonard, rest in peace to Robert Redford. Good to see Brent Grant on from Liberty County, but always Chatham County in our hearts. Let's go ahead, get to it. As you know, we share. So Brother Alan Wright has been asking you all, go ahead and share. We want you to share. We share. Sharing is caring. So go ahead and do that. We got a lot to talk about in just a few minutes. So go ahead and share. Go share your video. Hopefully, you're already liking the page, right? So now we just want you to share the page. Good to see Andrea Hall Houston on with us as well as Patty Valenti for Florida Space Coast, and of course Red Strawberries, who always reminds us to juice. So go ahead, let's get this done. Let's go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. I need to see y'all sharing as well. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. Thank you. Spencer, I appreciate that. Thank you, Helen. Mama Julia is on. Good to see you. So let me see what we got. Oh yeah, we got a couple more shares and we'll be ready to go. But while we're doing that, good to see Catherine Mitchell. I appreciate you being on, and I appreciate your prayers. Good to see Tia Acker. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and get into our routine for today. As you know, we always start off with someone who needs our prayers and continues to do well because of our prayers. And so we believe in prayers and good feelings. So to our girl, good to see Mary Alda Matos. Thank you for joining us. Let's send some love out to our girl Tara. Tara Strong, thank you very much. We're getting that out. Go ahead and send some love for Tara Strong. Send out some love as well for our lupus warriors, those of us who have lupus, but lupus don't have us, right? So we have some lupus warriors, those of us who are battling with that every day. So thank you. Go ahead and do that. Good to see Natalie McPherson on. Thank you very much. And good to see thejermainereed.com on from Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you. Thank you. And to our lupus warriors, sending out love to all of them as well. Let's get that out. Good to see Richard Dinkins on, but will I see? Oh, okay, I see Joy, but Tia jumped in the middle, right, of y'all. So I am doing well. I am on the grind. I am focused. My mind is made up, and I'm going all the way. All right, multiple sclerosis. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. L. Griffin Kennedy is on. Thank you for joining us. That's Katrina, I think. Felicia's hello. Good to see you. Thank you. We'll go ahead and get all of those in. And then we'll go ahead and we will get started. But before I do, I want to go ahead and come very, very clear. Let me see. Sarah Rodriguez is on. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate that. Um, Thank you, Tia. Michael Johnson, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. We've been going around the schools. I don't know how many schools we've been to, Farah, if you're on with us. Reba is on. Good to see you as well. Thank you. See, Vincent is at the man, everybody at the Jazz Festival. I'm gonna get there. I just didn't know how I would do that. I didn't know. I was like, I had to be on here because if it didn't work, I would be messed up. So I just came on home. But then I went to Jenkins High School over at Memorial Stadium. Jenkins is playing Calvary. Great game so far. So thank you, Michael. We will get you some information. Inbox me. Tina Sutton is on. Thank you very much. And let me see where else we're going. Linda Kelly is on from Reno. Good to see Leslie Grubbs. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Hope you're doing well. Um, and Vincent's telling me to come out. I know. What time's it end? I might have to make it out. But anyway, tonight, I gotta tell you, tonight is literally for us week number 287. 287 straight weeks for 2010 days, for 5 years, 6 months, for 68 straight months, every single Friday night, 68 straight months, for 287 weeks. We have been together every single Friday night, no matter where I was, no matter where you were. We have been together. We have been together. We have been together, and we still together. So good to see Deborah Grant on. We've been to 4 schools with 4 more to go. Camilla Flintstyle, thank you so much for your help today. Nicole, Spira Gyra's at 9:30. I know. And Linda Frazier, I am trying to get to Butler. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman as well. Keith Campbell as well. I know I'm on stage tomorrow at the Jazz Festival like at 2 o'clock, but I might try to get out there tonight. We'll see how it goes. Good to see Denise Smith, wherever you are. Good to see you. Thank you all so much. And yes, Mari Coswell, I need a seat at the table for Jazz Fest. Willie Bradley is on. Thank you, Julia. Lucille Jackson, good to see you as well. And Trisha is on from the ATL, and our Jazz Festival is awesome. Good to see our Maeve and Small Business. Good to see you this week at our State of the Airport on. Thank you. Glenda Jones has finally joined us. I was wondering where she was, but she has appeared. Thank you very much for joining us, the Honorable Glenda Jones. Thank you. Let me see. Joyce Wright, good to see you. Thank you. Julia, can't stop, won't stop. So a couple things I want to talk about, want to go ahead and get into. Then we'll take your questions. So just want to let you all know, just so we're very clear, that tonight we did have a shooting involving a Savannah police officer. This happened in the 100 block of Shady Grove Lane. As you know, we don't investigate ourselves. But what we know from the initial findings is that the officers responded to a call to an adult male who was firing shots in the shed. Shady Grove Lane is out on the far south side, and so we do have some parcels out there. As the officers approached, this suspect fired in their direction, and so they established a perimeter, and SWAT was called to the scene. And I'm told at some point the suspect aimed a firearm at this officer, and this officer discharged his weapon, hit the suspect in his chest, and now this suspect is at the hospital, who is currently in surgery and under critical condition. No officers were harmed during this event. We do not investigate ourselves, and because we don't, hey, Shauna Kennedy, the GBI will investigate and will determine what happens. As you know, I don't rush to judgment about this stuff. I just don't. There needs to be somebody else to determine what happened. Denise is in Atlanta with Benedictine. No officer ever wants to have to pull their weapon and have to use their weapon. But if you pull a weapon at a Savannah police officer, that's what's going to happen to you. We're just not going to tolerate that. If the officer, thank you, Tricia, if the officer was wrong, we'll hold the officer accountable. But this man, um, if this man was, um, if this man did this, then he got what he got. Um, Nicole asked a really good question that a lot of people asked us. Um, and as a law enforcement officer, we've always been trained to shoot at center mass. Center mass is being here. We don't train for headshots, although we can. We shoot for center mass. And that's because it is the best opportunity to be able to shoot the person you're shooting without um, missing and shooting somebody else. So that is why we're trained to shoot for what's called center mass, um, because that's the best way of figuring it out. If we're going to shoot you, we're shooting you to kill you. We're not shooting to hurt you. If we're going to pull a gun, if an officer is going to use what's called deadly force, which means they're discharging their firearm. Discharging a firearm is a lethal form, um, a lethal form of force. And if they pull it and they use it, then they're shooting to kill. So, um, you know, if they shoot for a thigh and they miss the thigh and hit somebody else, that's why. So, I mean, it's a good question. And so, just so that you know about that. Yeah, so Michael, you can just send us some information. Again, we're going to a lot of different schools, and like I say, you don't have to agree. I mean, we'll give you some schools. Yeah, we don't shoot to disable. We shoot to eliminate the threat. And so again, when you look at center mass of a person as opposed to an arm or a thigh, it's just really, really hard to do that. And Alan, thank you for reminding me. Yes, we have 5 officers that were shot in Pennsylvania. 3 of them died and 2 in critical condition. So thank you for lifting that up. Yeah. So thank you, Vincent, for lifting that as well. So I wanted you all to know that. Also, yesterday I was on the scene of another homicide. It was unfortunate. A young man, 14, 15 years old, was killed, and we don't know any of the real details as of yet. It was really, really unfortunate. Um, it was just unfortunate, and to see this young mother, um, inconsolable because of the loss of her son, it is just horrible. And so I feel really bad for them. Of course, again, I was there, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And so we'll find out what is going on, and the Savannah Police Department, we will find out who did it, and we will hold those accountable and give justice to those who deserve it. So we will do that. Keith Kimball is playing Iowa University, all right. Confidence, salutations to Gullah Geechee Nation, all right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tricia. So today also it was announced that Chief Elzie Kitchen, the Savannah Fire Chief, has tendered his resignation and retirement from the Savannah Fire Department. Chief Kitchen has been a fine leader of our department, and we wish him the best. So thank you. Barbara, no, let me see. The shooter of the young man was not apprehended yet, but I'm confident that we will. Good to see Linda Frazier. Thank you. Inky Brittany Curry is on. I saw Brittany this week. Brittany was doing what she does. No one does Inky Brittany like Inky Brittany. She is a master at her craft, and it was always good to see her. So thank you very much. So we do pray for Chief Kitchen. So thank you very much for that. So I think that was all that I was talking about. Good to see the elevator herself, Katrina Pollen. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see Mayor Pro Tem, my brother, Griffin Lotson from Darien. Always good to see you, and thank you for joining us. A couple of things I really wanted to talk about. And I know, Katina, of course not. Everybody talks about you. I mean, you're a superstar. Everybody talks about you. Baron Blige, good to see you. The world is really in a strange place, and I know I've been asked a lot about what is going on. Good to see Andrea Fagan's on. Thank you. Wow, stop. The queen of Friday Night Live has come on. Mother Sadie Campbell is our queen of Friday Night Live. She is 101 years old, for real, 101 years old. She gets on herself, on her own iPad, and we are so happy to see her whenever she comes on. So we're giving love to the queen. All hail Queen Mother Sadie Campbell. Thank you so much for joining us. Your children are running around at LSU. You didn't hear that from me, Mother Sadie, okay? But some of your children are out of town all over the place, so I'll leave that alone. Good to see Victoria on. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, Shayla, good to see Shayla. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I think it's important for us in the midst of all that's going on. And I said this in my presser on Tuesday, to really turn the temperature down. Turn it down. All right, so here goes Josh. Okay, Josh, you could be anybody you want to be. You could be Charlie Kirk. You could be anybody you want to be. Teeny, thank you. I appreciate that. The reality is a couple of things. And some of y'all may not like this. Good to see Patricia Queen on. But I'm going to say it because I think it's important to be said. Tina is getting ready. Tina is finished decorating. All right. Delandria is on. Thank you as well. I think that, oh, wow. So I shamed Audrey King Audrey King was in France, and she was all over the place. Audrey King was in France at the Riviera and all this stuff. Gloria, hold that question, okay? I'll come back to it, okay? Good to see Butina on as well. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. So I think it's important for us to turn the temperature down. I think that there are more than one thing that can be true. And I'm saying this because I have a right to my opinion. I have a right to my opinion. My opinion is mine. The beauty of living in America is that I have the right to my opinion. Beyond that, you have the right not to agree with my opinion. You have the right to totally disagree with my opinion. Josh, this is my page, and I stick to what I want to stick to. My page, my opinion. If you don't like it, you can go elsewhere. How about that? Now, it's my opinion. And there are people who I really, really like that we have different opinions on things. And the things we agree on, we agree on. The things that we disagree on, we disagree on. And we still are cool. It's just where we are. We, grown up people recognize that if you're going to value a person, you could value their right to an opinion. And when you don't value someone, when you don't value their opinion, you don't value their right. So, for me, and the young man, I think that more than one thing can be true. You know, Charlie Kirk said things that I absolutely did not agree with. It's not stuff that was attributed to him. It's stuff I've heard him say. Things that I felt were inappropriate. Things I felt were sexist. Things I felt that were racist. But that is my opinion. But I respect his right to have an opinion. That one thing is true. On the other hand, I do not believe that he should have been killed for his opinion. And I don't believe that anybody should be hurt or harmed for their opinion, because people are entitled to their opinion. I don't need you to agree with me. I mean, people come here all the time and come on this page and they disagree with me and they let me know they disagree with me, which is fine. Sometimes, with compelling evidence, I might change my opinion. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel the way I feel. Hey, Isabel, Larry, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It just depends. But I think that when we get to the point where it becomes violent, we really have a problem. And that's my real concern in all of this. All of this, now the punitive nature of people's opinions. And I just think, for me, I'm going to live and I'm going to let live. If you say things that I feel are inappropriate, or things I feel are not true, or things that I feel are racist, I'm going to leave you to yourself. Good to see you, Juanita Campbell. Thank you for joining us. I think we just have to be able to do that. Oh, good to see India on. Thank you. I think we have to do better. I'll be honest with you. When President Obama was president, there were things said about him that I thought absolutely inappropriate, absolutely unfair. And I totally disagreed. I was not going to commit violence because I disagree with somebody's opinion. I thought they had a right to their opinion, no matter how misguided I thought it was. And so I'm asking for us not to play into that stuff, because that stuff just really brings us down as a community. There are a lot of people that I like that I think got some screwed views on some things. And we mean who? I think Americans. I think humans, but I think the difference between the human race and Americans is that the right to free speech is codified in our official documents. Free speech is spelled out in our owner's manual. I have the right to believe and say and feel the way I believe, say, or feel based on, my view of the world. You do not have to agree with me. It does not necessarily make me wrong, but I think that, the problem is that all of a sudden, well, if you don't feel the way we feel, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Charlie Kirk should not have been killed. Charlie Kirk was somebody's dad and somebody's mom, somebody's husband, somebody's father. I feel the same way for him as I feel by people in Savannah that things happen to. I don't think anybody should lose their life over those things. And the problem is that when we get to being like that, where we can't disagree without that we become violently disagreeable in our disagreements, we really lose who we are as a society. And that's what I'm afraid of right now. So you wanted my opinion, you got it. I want to go back and now go forward again. Um, Gloria wanted to know about the district attorney calling for a curfew for those under 18. I don't know what she's talking about. We already have a curfew for those under 18. We've had a curfew for years. It's very difficult to enforce. Once you take young people into custody, you're responsible for them. And the reality is that the curfew would not have stopped what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday happened at 3:30 in the afternoon. One of the individuals involved was 18 or over, so they would not have been affected. And the other one was in the vicinity of his home or near or in his domicile. So a curfew wouldn't have affected that. So I don't know, I don't know. I want people prosecuted. How about that? I want people prosecuted. I want people who belong in jail, who showed themselves to have violent tendencies, to be in jail and stay in jail until a sentence is pronounced. Because when we look and see who is involved in violent activity, it is people who have been involved in the criminal justice system, and some of them are frequent flyers. And when they've shown themselves of not being able to behave in a civilized society, they do not deserve to be in a civilized society through bond, through parole, or through probation. And to me, what you need to be doing every single time is violently in the most altruistic sense of the word, violently opposing bond or probation or parole for people who have violent tendencies. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. So let me go down. Let me see. There was another question. Topics for the culture. Is there a certain limit of walking tours that can register in Savannah? I do not know. I do not know. I don't think so. But I think there's a certain number of walking tours that could be in the same vicinity at one time. I think. All right. Daviana. Hey, Daviana. Hope, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Daviana? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Vincent. Well, again, Josh, I think this is where we agree. Um, I don't know him. I didn't know Charlie Kirk to be associated with violence. Um, I think he was associated with what we considered hate speech, but not with violence. And the fact is, that's what I was saying. I condemn the killing of Charlie Kirk. I condemn the killing of anybody who is murdered for giving their opinion. It should not have happened. And I hope that the person that did it is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So and Josh, we agree. We agree. We may not agree on the content that of what he said, but we do agree that that man should not have been killed. So, Josh, me and you are together, brother. Um, all right. Let me see who else. Um, yeah. All right. Hey, Andre, good to see you as well. Thank you. Yeah, Alan, right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that, they have to be held accountable. We recognize here that a very small percentage of the people are involved in criminal acts. And I think that, sometimes you have to change behavior. You change behavior by providing consequences to the actions that they do. And so when you realize you can do crazy stuff, they used to say you play crazy games, you win crazy um, uh, prizes. That's what we're talking about. If you want to play gun games in my city, if you want to walk around with illegal guns, if you want to shoot at people, to me, you don't deserve to be here. You need to deserve to be locked up, and that's where you need to be. Period. Period. And when the word happens, which is why the city of Savannah, we hired a federal prosecutor, because some people, like one of the guys in the Augustthorpe Mall shooting who had a machine gun, we're prosecuting him on the federal level. because you don't deserve to be among a civilized society. You just don't. You just don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. And that's just my opinion. People, don't do them boys like that. No, tell them boys not to do us like that. We cannot be, we shall not be terrorizing our own city. We're not going to do that. And so that was my answer about that. Um, Thank you, Brother Alan Wright. Dana Newman has joined us. Thank you for joining us as well. Hey, Donnell Pullen, good to see you, sir. I appreciate that. Keep me in your prayers. Josh, all right. See, Josh, I mean, I think we have to just talk more. People just have to talk more. I mean, and good to see Danica Rubenstein. I was good seeing you this week as well. Thank you very much. Um, well, Tam, that's what's happening. I mean, the fact is that a curfew sounds good in theory, but at the end of the day, I mean, do you really want your police officers' time IDing kids? I mean, there are a bunch of kids over at Memorial Stadium right now at that Jenkins game. I mean, who got time to figure out where all these kids are going? I mean, you just don't. It goes back to parenting. It goes back to parenting. Do you know where your kids are? Do you know who your kids are with? Do you know what your kids are doing? I mean, it's not our responsibility as a city to raise your kids. You have to raise your kids. So, Angela, is the minimum wage really going up to $25 an hour? I have not heard anything about that. I do know for the city of Savannah right now we're about $18 an hour for city of Savannah employees. Minimum wage is decided by Congress, and I can't see them moving from $7.25 to $25 an hour. Businesses will have a fit. Good to see. Sadie Campbell, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You think it'd be a great idea for the city to have a homeless bus? We have homeless vehicles, not necessarily a bus, but we have a registry of our homeless people. We already do all of that, and we do give medical assistance, and we do case management already. So we already do all of those things. We have a full continuum of care. We have an interagency council of homelessness. So we're already doing all of those things. Robert Richards said we need to let the process play out. We do. Lena Brittingham, thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Joshua Flynn, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, as well as Wayne Preston Jones Jr. on from Virginia. Thank you very much. Well, Rich, that's the point. That's the point. Curfew is what's called a status offense. A status offense is it's a violation that only a certain part of the population can commit. So a status offense in this case would be a curfew violation because you have to be under 16. The question, under 17. So how do you figure out who? And then where do you take them? The moment that officer takes control of that juvenile, we own that juvenile. Then where do you take them? And then while the mom and the daddy are out having fun, how do you connect them to their parents? I mean, it's just a big, big mess. And so we need better parents to do their thing. So, but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, that's been our challenge with doing curfews. I mean, believe me, we've talked about it before, but it's not functional. I mean, do you really want to take, police officers off the street for hours at a time while dealing with issues of young people who need to be home and their parents need to know that they're home? I would rather start holding parents accountable for those who show a propensity for not being able to properly manage their kids. If we provide you we provide you support, we provide you resources like the front porch and other great resources in our community, and you're not taking advantage of them, and your child gets out there and does some crazy stuff, let's talk to you now and maybe start charging you or figure out a way to get defects involved or something. So good to see Letissa, I'm sorry. Jacqueline Grant is on with us. Thank you. Dana Williams, hey, good to see our great mayor, Dana Williams from Thunderbolt, Georgia. I will tell you all folks in Thunderbolt, he's been a terrific brother mayor, and he has served Thunderbolt well. You all have a choice coming up in November for those of you in Thunderbolt, and I will tell you that Mayor Dana Williams has been a absolutely phenomenal public servant. He's been a great brother mayor to me. I mean, we're right together, so we share streets, we share Savannah State, and he's a good man. So good to see you, Mayor Williams. Hope you're doing well. Um, I don't think that it's not enough entertainment for youth in the inner city like in the 90s. I mean, I think there is. I mean, the fact is that what is provided is not necessarily what kids want to do. Again, I work with kids. I work with kids every day. Matter of fact, I have 127 kids here from across the state that I'm hosting this weekend. For the most part, kids just want to hang around. They want to be in spaces, and they look at each other, and they look, and they go back, and that doesn't work because, the beast of the social media hits it. I mean, the fact was we had a skating rink here, and folks were fighting on the mall. They were shooting. I mean, so I think that we as parents have to exercise control of our kids. I mean, the fact was there wasn't much entertainment for me either, but I had to do stuff. So between church and the Boy Scouts or the Cub Scouts or the Weeblos or community-based organizations or the Police Athletic League or karate or basketball, they kept me busy. They kept me busy. And school. All right. All right. Tam, be nice now, okay? Let me see. Good to see Delisa Cliff. Yes, Nicole, the prevailing federal wage, is $7.25 an hour. Now, again, you know, everybody does higher than that, but the federal minimum wage is $7.25. Georgia's minimum wage is $5.50, and they have not changed that for years. And we're saying, hey, symbolically raise it to $7.25, and it will not pass the Georgia General Assembly. Why? I don't know. Good to see Rockin' Robin McDaniel back on from Kansas City, Missouri, as well. Thank you. Dr. Silva, you're absolutely right. I mean, the fact of the matter is, why would people, I mean, the fact is that, not only political satire, but I mean, we have had the right to criticize our leaders. And people have had the right to criticize me. Should I be able to say, well, you can't do this or you can't do that or you lose your job because, should I, if somebody's on here and they say some messed up crap about me, should I be able to go ahead and call their employer and say they need to lose their job? No. Or if somebody from City of Savannah says some stuff about me, should I turn around and demand the city manager fire them? No. In the book, one of my favorite quotes in a book called 1984 is by George Orwell, which was the pen name of a guy named Eric Blair, says that freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 = 4. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 = 4. Good to see Miss Albertia Jackson on. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, Vincent. Yeah, it's like that though. Yeah. Yeah, status offense. Good to see Marianne Goldwire. Thank you. Vincent, you funny, man. Well, you know what? To Josh's point, to Dr. Silver, I mean, I enjoyed the fact that they provided the opportunity for debate. I mean, again, I would have loved the opportunity to talk to him. Again, I think everybody on here agrees that this man should not have died. I mean, I think that it's a pretty low individual to feel like anybody should lose their lives for expressing their opinion. We've seen what that has done throughout history. It does not make us better, it makes us weaker. Sandra Wilson, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Let me see. Josh, we agree. Um, a bus would be better. Well, I mean, it's a little bit more than that. Again, once you take a young person, Helen, and once you take custody of them, you own them. So you're liable for them. So I think we don't want to take control of a young person because then we're responsible for them. And, again, it ties up our resources for a very long time. Yeah, I agree. Jamal Barrow, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Good to see Ebony on. And Tennille Livingston has joined us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Tricia. I appreciate that. Trying my best. Trying my best. Jaquan Oliver, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's crazy. Minimum wage is a joke. Yeah, see, Josh. I mean, look, here we are. I agree. We all agree on that. Let me see. I can't block him on Facebook. Thank you, Rain Candy. Oh wow, good to see the Honorable Stephanie. Ola, Ola, Princess Stephanie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Michelle, great book is The Empathy Gap. Thank you. I'm going to look that up. And Felicia, you're absolutely right. We should be able to agree. And Shirley, I agree. Robert, that's a good, I forgot about that as well. Miss Toya Goody is on. Good to see Aunt Ali on. Carlos Chisholm, good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. And Sadie Campbell is chastising her daughter, Barbara Pinckney, who left her hanging, which is not right. Good to see the legend himself, Hollywood Tyrone Brown, on with us. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. So I don't know if there's any other questions or anything I can answer them. I'm trying to determine whether I should go out to the Jenkins game. Anybody at the Jenkins game, tell me what the score is. Jenkins and Calvary at Memorial. Johnson and Groves are playing, and the Jazz Festival. So if y'all want to give me the times, thank you, thank you, thank you. Josh has a great. Morgan Freeman says we should stop talking about racism. What's my thoughts about them? I'll stop talking about it when it doesn't exist. I'll stop talking about ageism and sexism, xenophobia, when it doesn't exist. I think you have to talk about it until it does not exist. We talked about polio until polio did not exist. And so I think we have to continue to talk about it and address it. So, Charlinda, I've been to Jenkins game. I think Jenkins was winning. And Heather is on from Bluffton. What do people think the minimum wage should be? Someone wants to know. I would think probably now, you talk about what's called a living wage. A minimum wage is different. I mean, probably about $25 an hour. Khadijah says that tailgate is going down, homecoming is lit. Now, Khadijah, is that Jenkins' homecoming or is that somebody else's? Barbara, I do not know. I know we were doing the design work on the community center. I do not know, but I will find out. Oh, wow. All right. Jenkins is beating Calvary 28-23 at Memorial Stadium. It is packed over there. I was over there. It is packed. It is packed. It is packed. So Jenkins is up by 5 points. So thank you for that. All right, my brother, my great cousin Perry Moms is on. Happy Friday to you. We love Perry. Perry is my cousin by marriage, but we love him like he's blood. We love him more than we love his wife, who actually is our blood cousin. So, but anyway, Dr. Silver, I'm trying. But I had to do Friday Night Live. I had to do Friday Night Live. Amanda is on. Oh, look at that. All right. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who puts bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Yes, I mean, um, Amanda, um, we disagree. We agree on the scripture. I believe that is Isaiah 5:20. Um, I don't think that Charlie Kirk spoke the truth, and he did not stand on the word as I understood it to be. Again, I can disagree with him. I can disagree with you and still think that he should not have died. He should not have been killed. And it's absolutely appalling that he was. But see, we're still cool, Amanda. We're still cool. Um, yes, racism exists to other races other than black people. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at Hispanic people, I think if you look at um, what's happening lately with the Koreans here in this community, I mean, with the whole Hyundai thing, I mean, some of the comments I heard were horrible. So, yes, I think so. Oh, it's good to see Pam. Good to see Pam. Good to see Pam. Pam is on. Perry's wife, Pam, is on. To Summer's question, well, that's the problem, is that everything is a very delicate balance. So if you raise wages, you raise expenses. You raise expenses, you raise the cost of doing business. That is often um, that's often realized through less staff and higher prices. So yes, I mean a minimum wage of $25 would significantly impact the economy. So yes. Um, um, can you be a victim as a white man to racism, in your opinion? Well, I mean, um, Josh, generally racism is defined as prejudice plus power. So racism is that you have some power and then you are prejudicial in that power. Is generally the description of racism. Um, let me see. Shauna, all of our gyms are free. All of our gyms are free. All right. Jenkins just scored again. Kathy's giving us live scores. 35. Wow. Wow. Okay. Um, oh, wow. Good to see Harmony on. Harmony has joined us, so thank you. Good to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryant on, who serves us in District 3. Always busy. She fell asleep because she's always working so hard. Good to see you. Vincent wants to know when will we invest in recreation. Says we're doing that now. I mean, we just built a brand new gym in West Savannah. We just approved the building of a brand new gym in Carver Village. We're building a brand new gym on the south side. We're building a brand new gym over on the 3rd District in behind the park. So we're investing now. These are not small investments. These are multi-million-dollar investments. So we're doing it. Um, uh, what's the topic, Javaris? We're talking about everything. Um, every corner of this town should have a state-of-the-art recreation center. I agree, and that's why I just named 4 or 5 recreation centers in every area of the city. And I agree with you. I agree with you. The other side about that is people don't want to pay for it. Let me see. Barbara says she hasn't been listening. Your husband George? No. Barbara's husband George passed um, um, suddenly. So y'all, let's give Barbara some love. Barbara, we are so sorry to hear about Mr. George, and so I'm giving you some love and letting you know we're thinking about you. And I'm sorry you haven't been on in a while, and we did not know what you were going through. So know that we're thinking about you, Barbara, here on Friday Night Live. Brandon, good to see you as well. Daphne Park Pool year round? Nah. First of all, you can't find lifeguards, and then it just gets cold. Um, Denise says Benedictine wins 56-7. Wow, versus Westminster. Terry Mobley says Jenkins is winning 36-23. I might have to come back out there. The tailgate might be hot tonight. I might come back out there. Let me know if I come back out there, okay? Um, yeah, I mean, Josh, I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, I respect you as a human being. I think that you have value. I think you have worth. And I think that you are deserving of my respect, even if I don't agree with your opinion. And I hope you think the same about me. And as long as, we can agree on things we agree on, hopefully there are more things that we disagree on. We're good. Thank you. Yeah, Barbara, I'm going to give you some of that again. Will the Boys and Girls be building a facility at the fairgrounds? I believe there is a smaller one at the fairgrounds, yes. Yes, we're showing love to Barbara. Let me see. Tam, I talked about that earlier. Vincent says that Jazz are right about now. Okay. Khadijah says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Thank you. Barbara and Felicia, thank you. Let me see. And wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hey. No, you're fine. No. We good. All right, stand by. Hold on. All right, so I got to bounce y'all. Roscoe Perry, good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining us. Terry Mobley says Jenkins 35, Calvary 23. So we got that. Y'all let me know if I need to come out to Jenkins for the turn up tonight because it's saying it's going to be turned up. Let me know if I need to come out to the Jazz Festival. I will do all of that. Let me know. And Nicole, the kids doing lifeguard, they want more hours. They got to be in school. So we got to be in school. So anyway, I got to go. Thank y'all for joining me tonight on Friday Night Live. Y'all have a good night. Know that we love you, and there is nothing that you can do about it. God bless you all. Good night.